Tezos is having a pretty decent day today, being up almost 7% at the time of recording. My name is Kyle, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to check in on the price action of Tezos as the bulls continue to march it up higher and higher. Are the bulls getting ready to make a pretty big move to the upside, or are some more patience going to be required? I'm going to pull up this chart and show you what I'm looking at. Tezos up on the daily chart. Starting off the analysis by toggling into the price action itself, I see some very powerful and constructive things happening within this chart. I see just a couple days ago, Tezos caught a very nice bid off the red 10 simple moving average here, noted by this wick here, and rocketing right above this purple box liquid zone, all accompanied with very strong volume down below, getting well above that moving average, as well as wiping out the last several days of volume read. Since then, Tezos did a very quick back test of that purple box zone, noted by this crazy wick to the downside, confirming it as future support. So a nice legitimate SR flip going on here, former resistance becoming future support, and since then there's been nothing but follow through. I see Tezos is knocking on the door of this purple box zone here that has a bottom side coming in at $4.36 and a top side coming in at $4.49. To see a little bit of hesitation here isn't unusual. When you look left over here, you see these wicks got up into this zone, and that's what led to the last major downside movement for Tezos. So at the end of the day, to see a little bit of hesitation here isn't all that unusual, but for Tezos to be holding itself up quite well right now is a very strong sign, very encouraging. What I'm looking for Tezos to do over the next little while here is I'd like to see Tezos get those daily candle body closures above the top side of that liquid zone. I want to see it get above it like it did down here and confirm that as future support. If Tezos is able to do that, I think Tezos will be postured and ready for some pretty meteoric rises to the upside, perhaps similar to what we're seeing in other alts within the sector. If Tezos closes a daily candle body below the bottom side of this liquid zone, I'm going to look for Tezos to potentially play out a little bit of consolidation, perhaps between this horizontal here coming in at $3.86 and the bottom side of this liquid zone coming in around that $4.36 mark. If Tezos plays out a little consolidation here, I'm totally fine with that. That would build a very strong case for a very strong, powerful break of this purple box liquid zone, and that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that to happen, and then Tezos could be ready for some crazy parabolic price action. Dropping down to the RSI looking great. Very much pointed north and back in the bullish control zone, and actually has quite a bit of room to run if the bulls continue this upwards trajectory. So the RSI is actually looking good and suggesting that Tezos could break this purple box zone sooner than later, perhaps. The moving average is very much aggressively sloped to the upside, so that's looking great too, and has its sight set on the bottom side of that bullish control zone. Very strong read as Tezos continues to work its way up higher. It's also notable that all the lower period moving averages are beginning to live above the higher periods. I see that the 89 exponential is beginning to cross through that 200 simple, and at the end of the day, I want to see all these moving averages get back up above that 200 simple there. Getting the 200 exponential back above that, as well as the 100 simple here, would be just absolutely fantastic. Tezos is certainly putting in work here against its USD pairing. Dropping down to the stochastic is getting a bit nuclear, but they can live in these areas for quite some time when an asset begins to trend. And Tezos has been in a daily uptrend for a little while here. Yeah, it could be potentially forming a lower high than this one back here, but let's give Tezos a chance here, as that RSI is signaling that the bulls still have some ammunition left in their war chest if they choose to spend that at this time. Dropping down to the MACD looking good as the moving averages are just still bullishly postured and angled straight up. The histogram continues to build bar after bar of positive green momentum here as Tezos marches its way up higher. So things looking very constructive right now, looking very good. If Tezos decides to play any consolidation or pullbacks, like I was mentioning before, I'll be watching this horizontal here at $3.86. If Tezos starts closing daily candle bodies below that level, then I'm going to be looking back to this purple box liquid zone. By the way, has a top side coming in at $3.52 and a bottom side coming in around $3.45, and I see that the 1021 are working their way up to that purple box very quickly. We'll likely reach that in the next couple ticks here, and that'll be nice pieces of confluence to look at for a potential bounce if Tezos decides to play any sort of pullback from where it's at right now. But overall, this is looking very good. It looks to me that that there could be a break of this liquid zone sometime in the near future. Of course, we'll have to keep our eyes on Bitcoin and the rest of the market. Everything's been very exuberant over the last little while here, so there could be a shakeout at some point on the horizon. I don't know when that will be. It could be soon. It could be in a few weeks. Things can get crazy in bull runs and alt season, and it looks to me that alt season is upon us here. So we're about to see some sensational things that we already have with a lot of coins, and Tezos could be knocking on the door of that very, very soon here. But again, I'm looking for those daily body closures up above this liquid zone. I want to see this liquid zone become future support, and then I'll be confident for the next major rips to the upside. Anyways, you guys, thanks so much for coming by and checking out this video. I hope you all are doing very well out there, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. And until then, have yourselves a powerful day.